Welcome to the Tone Lounge. My name is Jonathan. Today we're checking out the Source Audio LA Lady Overdrive and the Kingmaker Fuzz. Before getting these two pedals, I wasn't too well acquainted with Source Audio. I knew that a lot of people had some of the bigger model pedals on their pedal boards and everyone's raving about them. They are a well-established company and they make some excellent stuff, but I had no prior experience with any of their pedals. I was on the Source Audio website and I was looking at the different pedals, and the LA Lady and the Kingmaker Fuzz really piqued my attention because they are modeling pedals, so they're doing the whole fuzz, distortion, and overdrive, but in the modeling realm, which I have not very much experience with except for that little red guy over there. And I was really intrigued because I know that there is the Strymon Sunset and the Iridium that are kind of doing modeling distortion, and these guys have been there for quite a while and they flew under my radar. So I got in contact with Source Audio and they kindly provided both pedals so we could check it out in this series. What is it that makes these two pedals interesting? So the first thing is that with one pedal, stock, you get three sounds. So the LA Lady has the classic, the crunch, and the smooth. So that's a TS9, a tube overdrive, and a Marshall in a box. The Kingmaker Fuzz has an Octavia, a fuzz face, and a big muff that are stock with the pedals. use it in the stock form, it's a pretty versatile pedal. You get 3 separate tones per pedal. But you can go further. If you download the app from the App Store and you use the provided cable that comes with your pedal, you can plug your pedal into your phone, and via the app, you can choose other presets. There are up to 50 presets that you can use with this pedal. There are community-made presets. You can build your own, and there is the factory preset. So that makes a hell of a lot of tones for just one pedal. Both these pedals are stereo, meaning that they take your mono signal and they split it up into 2 different sources. You can run both in parallel, so if you want, you can have a fuzz going to one amp and a OCD going to the other, for example, and you can process them independently, or if you want, you can run both effects in parallel, but sum them to mono. Now that's just one example, but if you want to, you could add 2 effects and stack them together as well. You have the option of uploading 3 more presets to the pedal, which makes for 6 presets within one pedal. All you have to do is just hold down the foot switch for a few seconds and the light will go from green to red. And when it's in red, that means that you're accessing the other presets that you programmed into your pedal. Now, if you don't want to use the app for your phone, you can download the free software for your computer, and you can use a USB cable just to connect your pedal to the computer, and that software works like a charm. I've had no issues with it. So if you're out doing a gig, it's probably easier to change all the parameters via your phone instead of bringing a laptop with you. So it's really a matter of preference, and it depends on the context with which you'll use the pedal. Now, if you want to get technical, basically, these are the exact same pedal. It's just that this one is called the Kingmaker and it's purple, and this one is called the LA Lady and it's yellow. But technically, you could take the effects from this guy, upload it onto him, or vice versa. There's another pedal in the series, which is called the Aftershock. This one was intended for bass players, but if you want to, you could take all the bass sounds and upload onto here or here. We're gonna go listen to some bass example right now. Now, another thing you could do is if you own both of these, you could upload 6 independent sounds on this one and 6 different sounds on this one. And with just 2 pedals on your pedal boards, you have 12 different effects to choose from just on one pedal board. Now the question is, who are these pedals for? I'm going to be giving you my top reasons why I think one of these pedals might fit your needs. So the first and obvious one is that you can use them for either guitar or bass. They have stereo out, and with all the routings, you can have independent effects going to different amplifiers, and they can be routed however you want with just a simple app on your phone or via the desktop. Now, the no-brainer part of this is that you can have up to 6 effects on one pedal. So if you want to route them to 2 different amps, or just want to have access to 6 independent effects going to 1 amp, it's however you want. You can route this however you need. If you were to use the LA Lady and the Kingmaker together, you would have up to 12 possible different sounds at your feet with just 2 boxes. Now, if you're not happy with the stock tones via your phone or the desktop, you can do some deep editing. You have parametric EQs, you have the gate, you have all the routing options, so you can make these sound however you want. Now, on top of what you can do with the editing software, you can also access all the factory presets as well as those created by other members in the Source Audio community. That being said, you can create your own presets and share them as well. Let's say you're a gigging musician and you don't want to bring, let's say, your Marshall in a box type pedal, or you don't want to bring your Klon type pedal, or maybe you have something like the Full Tone OCD and you don't want to bring a huge pedal board with all those pedals. Well, you have them available in the factory presets. You can just upload them to your pedal and tweak them so that they sound as close as possible as what you have. They're already in the ballpark from the get-go, and you can just tweak them to taste. And then instead of having a huge pedal board with all your expensive gear, you can just have one great sounding pedal that covers all the bases. Despite all the stuff I just mentioned, if you're someone that doesn't intend to use all the features available from these pedals and you just want to use them stock, they are pretty versatile from the get-go. So for the price of one pedal, you're getting 3 different sounds. Or you could just plug them once, get the sounds you want from the application and never touch it again. It's however you want to use it. So if you want to keep it super simple, down and low, you can do it, and you can go as crazy as you want with the editing. Obviously, I couldn't cover everything that these pedals can do in one video. That's why I'm building a brand new series based around both these pedals. We're going to have a look at all the different factory tones and compare them to the analog equivalent. We're going to be listening to what people in the community come up with, and I'm going to try to tweak my own tones and come up with some cool stuff based around very popular tones from popular artists, as well as stuff that I just find interesting. If you're interested in watching that, click on one of the videos appearing on screen right now, and I'm going to see you over there. Cheers.